Hearing your child may be having difficulty learning at school can be upsetting. Remember, you are your child's strongest ally, and you are not alone. As a parent in Alberta, the law gives you the right to make decisions about your child's education. For Indigenous parents, the news your child may have additional learning needs can be a sensitive issue. Generations of negative experiences inside the education system have led many Indigenous people to deeply distrust schools. It's never easy to accept what someone outside of your family thinks about your child's struggles, but developing a respectful relationship with their teacher is vital to their success. If necessary, teachers can create a learning team to address your child's educational needs. The learning team will include you and your child, along with teachers, teacher assistants, school counselors, and other professionals trained to help your child succeed. As a parent, your input is essential to the success of this team. If your child consistently faces struggles with emotional control, behavior, communication, learning, or physical ability, an assessment may be recommended. All schools in Alberta must follow specific rules when carrying out these assessments. Ask your school board for their assessment policies. Assessments do not necessarily mean your child has a permanent learning disability. They may only need short-term support. But some special needs are lifelong and require different approaches. In either case, provincial laws ensure that your child's school will provide them with specialized education, supports, and services. Assessments may be either formal or informal. Both assessments look at the needs and strengths of your child. They also recommend learning strategies. An informal assessment carried out by a teacher identifies whether your child can do the work assigned in class. A formal assessment, meanwhile, involves other professionals, like a psychologist, speech pathologist, or occupational therapist. Note that your consent is required before any formal assessment can take place. If the school recommends a formal assessment, it will cover the cost. If the school doesn't recommend an assessment, you have the option to request one yourself. You may need a recommendation from a doctor or other professional advocate to ensure the formal assessment occurs. Keep in mind, the school may not always agree. As part of an assessment, you'll be asked a range of questions. These can include your child's emotional states, sleep patterns, appetite, behavior, medical issues, or family history. These questions may feel very personal. You're not required to share anything you don't want to, but it's important to know that the point of these questions is to rule out other factors that could be influencing your child's learning abilities. After the assessment, you will meet with the professional support workers and school staff to discuss the results and recommendations. If your child is found to have a learning disability, the learning team will create what's known as an Individualized Program Plan, or an IPP. This plan adapts or modifies your child's learning goals. As a key part of your child's learning team, you have a right to be involved in developing their IPP. Ask questions, look for positive results, be open to ideas, and discuss concerns at every stage of the plan's development. Your child's IPP will focus on both your child's struggles and their strengths. It will also include short and long-term goals for the year. Classroom accommodations may also be made to assist your child. Here are a few examples. Adjusted instruction using visual cues, learning aids, or additional time to complete work. Alternative testing, such as a spoken test, a shorter test, or allowing extra time to complete one. Resources like audiobooks, speech-to-text devices, software, computers, or calculators. Different settings like a quiet room or small group instruction. You may not always agree with the school's recommendations. If you are unhappy with the decisions of your child's teacher or principal, try working things out with them directly first. If that doesn't work, follow the school's procedures for making a formal complaint. Beyond that, you may wish to contact the school superintendent, who reports to the school board in your district. The school board makes the final decision regarding your child's IPP. If you disagree with the school board's decision, you have the right to appeal. By law, the school board must provide you with information on how to appeal when you request it. Some final tips for parents. Ask for school records, including assessment reports, IPPs, and report cards. It's your legal right to have all the information you need to make meaningful decisions for your child. Stay organized. Always keep your notes, letters, emails, and any other information from the school together in one easy-to-find place for when you need it. Do your homework. Learn as much as you can, wherever you can, so you can make the best decisions for your child. Every child has a right to education in Alberta. If your child attends school off reserve, note that all provincial laws regarding education apply, whether your child is Métis, non-status, or status Indian. If your child attends an on-reserve school, federal laws will apply. Talk to your principal to find out more. Throughout this process, it's vital that you talk to your child about how things are going in school. They may be relieved to know you want to help. Be aware that your child will need support to understand the assessment and IPP process. During this time, you too may want support. Talk to friends and family, as well as doctors or other professionals, about what is happening. Your school board may also have a First Nations, Métis, and Inuit education unit that can help. Go online to find advocacy groups where you can discover information and resources. A good place to start is the Learning Disabilities Association of Alberta. Positive changes in your child's learning will take time. With your support, your child will grow more confident in their strengths and learn how to better navigate their challenges. All kids want to make their parents proud. Working as a team, we can all support and share in their success.